lot of people don't realize how squished it is inside the Soyuz, and then when you cock those seats, it's really tight. What was it like? Describe for people that haven't really seen it before, how the logistics of opening the hatch and getting a person out and other people out.
So when we say cocking the seats actually push up in it, so it provides, it's essentially kind of a piston situation, so that when we land, the seats can kind of displace downward to absorb some of that shock. And we get to experience that in the fit check prior to launch. So we actually get all strapped into the seat, and they cock the seats up, and so you get to kind of feel what it feels like to be in that constrained position. And the Soyuz is pretty tight as it is. I mean, I guess I like to compare it to fitting 3 people into the front of a Volkswagen Beetle. And actually, it's tighter than that, I think. And then when you cock the seats, you kind of, I mean, it's really kind of being pushed up into the dashboard, and it's a pretty tight fit. And when we did that for the fit check before launch, they didn't cock the commander's seat up, so it was still pretty easy to get out. You could slide over and there's more room there. For descent, when we actually went through the real situation, you've been sitting in that seat now for probably 3 hours strapped in. You've just gone through high G's where you really get sucked down into the seat. And so you're trying to tighten your straps so that you're ready for landing and parachute opening and landing. And when the seat cocks up, it happens much quicker than it happens on the ground. I think on the ground they use some kind of a pneumatic system that kind of slowly pushes you up. And when it really happens, it's pretty brisk, so that if you're not paying attention, all of a sudden the dashboard is in your face. It's a pretty tight fit because you know, there's instruments, there's a hand controller. You know, I was sitting on the right seat, and there's a hand controller over here. So when you get pushed up, I mean, that really kind of comes up against your knees and squeezes your knees together, and your face is, you know, the panel is right here. So you're not going anywhere in that situation. And so after landing, you're still sitting in that position. And so it's nice to finally get out of the seat. So I waited for Oleg and Kimia to get out. And like I said, we were hanging kind of face down, and the hatch opens kind of like this. So when they release you out of your seatbelt, you kind of fall down. They control you and let you down easy. And it's funny because my brain was telling me, oh, this is actually not going to be too bad. I'll just get on all fours on the hatch and just kind of crawl out.
Sure you will.
And my brain and like my body just had like this immediate dissociation, because as soon as I got let down on the hatch, I just kind of went flunk. I couldn't even lift my head up. I was like, oh.
6 months, man. 6 months in microgravity.
So thankfully there
were people
there
that
know what's going on and know so I didn't totally face plant and break my nose on the hatch. And they pulled me out, and you know, after even minutes to an hour, your body starts to go through this adaptation process and recognizes gravity again, and your muscles, you know, don't want to work. But you know, even after an hour, you're able to stand up and walk with some support, and you know, it's amazing. Just within days, you're walking unassisted, and then within weeks, you're really, I think, almost back to normal.